Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm hoping you had the chance to go and watch those first 5 tutorials that I posted quite a while ago. But in this one I want to show you a lot of the big updates that Concrete 5 has introduced and show you a few things that they've changed and some things that we have changed with the website and how things are looking right now. So I want to show you the home page if you haven't seen it yet. I noticed some people haven't been on yet. So basically this first thing that we started when we launched is just a way of showing people around the site and getting them to give us some comments, suggestions, or questions. We haven't got any yet, and I know that there's always room for improvement. So if you see something that you would want fixed or you have an idea, post it here, and I'll get that and I'll respond to it. And give your page some personality. This is pretty cool. It's a way of showing your style in the medium of your choice. If you're all about graphic design, you could do some awesome composition here with your name in it. That way it gives your viewers an idea of what kind of work you do with your name in it, so that, way of recognizing you. And then the request for critiques, this is a really big step in the direction that I really want to go with Design Socially, and that's that I want to allow you to post stuff on this website for you to get feedback on it for your projects. And so basically the way it works is, I'll go to the Get Involved page like it says there, and so what you do, all this information, I'll break it down really quick. Basically, you create a page with all of the work on it that you'd want to show and that you'd want to have critiqued. And I personally recommend posting a video. You can do a video blog like I'm doing right here, like a tutorial, just kind of showing around your work. If you have a Revit model, you could just be recording your screen like this and rotate around your model and talk about it that way, point things out with your mouse. And then you can also shuffle through pictures or something like that, or files like a PowerPoint, just something to present your work with. And just that way it doesn't limit you to just using words on a screen like this. So after you create your page with all the work on it, you'll want to put a comment box at the bottom of it, at the bottom of that page, if you want people to comment on your page to let you know how it's going, or let you know what's working with it and what's not. Or you can have them email you or something like that. But I recommend putting the comments on the page because that's how other people can learn from your work as well. They can pull from the suggestions other people make and make connections themselves, and it's just great for everybody to see the things that are going on. So have a comment box on there. After you make your page, you'll want to fill out this form, and the design categories, the boxes you select here, are the groups of people that I'll be sending an email to let them know that there is a project up for critique, and that way they can go there and make a comment on it and give you some feedback. So really big step in the right direction, I think, for Design Socially. I'm excited to see what this transforms into, hopefully something big, and it's all about you guys. If you want to have some feedback, then you can make this your own. So I'm going to go back to the home page and log in as the test member that we created a long time ago, and some of the settings might be a little different because I've changed them a little bit, so keep in mind some of the things that you see may not be visible to you, but only to me. And notice you sign in with your email now. So the current members, the first 7 besides myself, you'll sign in with your Design Socially email address and the password you gave me for that. And we also started registration on the home page, so that's a really great way of bringing in maximum number of members. You see, the dashboard is really different. The menu used to be along the left side with a bunch of junk in the middle of the screen. Now it's all just clickable links. So really straightforward. This is the composer. This is the sitemap where you find pages, and you'll see that when you go here, you will not be able to see the members page. And so what you'll do there is, because it gets really messy, so I took it off from there, and you'll just type your name in here. So say if I'm looking for myself, I would type in my first name and maybe my last name, and it will bring my name up, and I can just click on that page and it'll take me there. So that's how you'd get to your page. I am working on purchasing a redirect login. It does cost some money, so basically what happens when you log in, you will be directed straight to your own member page, so you don't have to worry about navigating your way around to get to it. You can just start editing right away. But that's one big change. The next thing is the stacks and scrapbooks. I'm sure that you recall, if you did watch any of the other tutorials, that there is this thing called a scrapbook where you can go, when you're on your page, you can copy it to your scrapbook and paste it to another page later on. But you'll notice a note here. It says scrapbooks are preserved for backward compatibility, but you really should be using stacks instead. What that means is that when Concrete 5 updated from 5.4 to 5.5, they introduced stacks, and they want you to use those instead. It's just a lot more organized, I guess. So, I mean, you can still access these scrapbooks, but just know that maybe somewhere down the line, Concrete 5 may phase them out. So I want to show you what the stacks are all about. Go back to the dashboard, and you go to stacks here, and basically it's just like the scrapbook. I mean, I want you to have your own. So what you would do, I mean, I don't think I'll be able to see this because I'm a different member. I won't be able to add blocks to it because it's not mine, but the idea is that you can add blocks basically in a stack as they would show up on the page, and then you can just go straight to your page, say add stack, and you can put that whole stack of things that you just put in, that you put into your own stack onto your page. So boom. It sounds complicated, but if you just try it out, click around, you'll figure it out. Pretty simple. Instead of adding individual images, here, I'll go to my page and I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully I don't run out of time on this video. Don't have very long. For some reason it's not finding my page. Let's go to the website. Go to members. See, and this is another way that you can get to your own page. You just navigate through the tabs. Alright, so what I mean is, like, see all these images down the right side? Well, in your stack you can just go add block, and then you would add that image, and then I have a spacer here, so I'd add a spacer underneath it, and then the next image, and so on. So then I can just go straight to my page and just be like, okay, when I'm in edit mode, I can click add to sidebar, which show up right here, and say add stack, and I'd click my name, and the stack that was in my own personal stack would go right there on the page. So, I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward, but clicking around and figuring it out for yourself is really the way that you're going to learn. So go back to the dashboard. That's the big new thing, another big new thing between scrapbooks and stacks. But I also want to show you, when you add a page, there are a few things that you can do that you need to do to make it work the right way for the way it is. So since I don't have the members page, I'm going to do a search for the test member. Click there, because this is the page that I'm allowed to edit as the test member. Notice the edit button pops up. And this is just a bunch of stuff that I threw on this page a while back, so just disregard what is on here. But say we want to add a page. Of course you want to be on your page to add it. That's the only place you'll be able to add a page from. So I'm on my own page. I'm going to go up to the edit button. This little hover box will pop up. Say add subpage. And we're going to add a 3-column width, just like most pages on the website. We'll give this a name called test page. Of course, the name is what will show up in the tab up here, so you can see that kind of right there. But you'll notice that when you add a 3-column width page, which is what you should all be adding anyways for the most part, this global setting of the navigation toolbar at the top will pop up. I mean, this is already edited, and this is already put in too. So when you add a page from your page, that stuff will already be there. You don't have to worry about putting it in. I don't think you should have to anyways. It's something that I should have done for you. So there it is. So that's what an add a page thing can do, and you want to set permissions. And you'll notice that I have advanced permissions now. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I really showed you this yet, but you can go click manually here, and you can choose who can see your pages and who can't. And so what you'd want to do once you create a page is you'll want to say add user, and you'll want to add your name to that list and give yourself the same capabilities as the administrator. Because since you create the page, I want you to be able to do everything that I should be able to do to it. So that's that. Permissions are really important, so keep that in mind. And then another thing I want to show you is simply just when you do add something to a page, there's a really great way for you to be able to organize your stuff. So you can say, see, there's the add stack button. If I click that, it'd bring up all the stacks, and you click on it and it would put your stack in. But I want to show you add layout, and this can get really complicated, but just to keep it short and concise, you can just basically specify how many columns and rows you want to go in that block. So I'm going to say 2, and just 1 row is all you need. Spacing, you don't need to set that either. It's a default of about 40 pixels, so that's pretty small. But we'll say add, and we'll see what pops up. So you have these 2 boxes here. You can add an image here and add some text on this page, or on this other block on the other side, so it's kind of a way of introducing an article that you're writing. You can have a big money shot image here, and then have an introductory paragraph here, and then say, you click on a link and that says read more. I'll show you one of our members' pages that he did the same thing, but it can get really complicated. You'll have to add everything in the correct order, otherwise it'll be really hard to get everything stacked on top of each other the way you want it to be. So you would want to add, before you even add this in, you would want to put your title block in first. So you'd say add block content, put your title in, and then underneath that is where you would put your layout. And messing with the layouts can be kind of a pain because they don't always want to go where you want them to go, so you have to just move things around a little bit. It's just one of the bugs Concrete has right now, but adding a layout is a great way to organize something. I'll show you what this member did here. This is a really common thing you see on a lot of websites. He has a big money shot image on the left, and then he put some introductory text on the right to kind of explain what he's going to talk about in this article here. So you click on this link that says read more. So he gives a good introduction, and then he created a whole different page for that article. So it's a way of shrinking down your member page a little bit, but still showing a little bit of what you are talking about on other pages. So he's, it's a pretty long article, and it's a great way to keep your main page short. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you today. Hopefully this video didn't go on too long for you, but I do recommend logging in and just clicking around and getting a feel for things. And if you haven't quite made a post yet, I really do suggest you do so. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy working with the website and all the big updates. If you have any questions, just let me know. Alright, we'll see you later.